Hello and welcome to the Zodiac Introduction to Goodreader. I'd like to start off this video with a brief description of WebDAV, what it is, and why we're using it. One of the major problems with the iPad is that there's no central file system. What I mean by that is, let's say you get a file in an email from someone on your computer. You can go ahead and you can save this document to your desktop, and then you can open up Microsoft Word and you can access your desktop and pull it up and make changes. You can bring it up in Notepad. You can make a drawing in Paint, and then you can open up the program and attach that drawing to it. And then you can save the whole mess back to the desktop as one file, throw it in an email, and send it off to someone else. This is because there's one central place that all of the applications on your computer can access. In the iPad, the applications are completely isolated and that sort of thing doesn't exist. This poses a problem when you're trying to open something in Goodreader and then save it and you want to open it in Pages later, or for getting data back and forth from your computer. To address this problem, what we've done is implemented a technology called WebDAV. Think of WebDAV as a central place that Pages can access, Numbers can access, Keynote can access, Goodreader can access, as well as your computer. So you can write something on your computer, save it out to WebDAV, and then later bring it up on Goodreader and present it, or bring it up in Pages and edit it. And you have that functionality that you wouldn't have otherwise. Goodreader is your WebDAV file system manager and your document viewer. It will view Excel documents, it will view Word documents, it will view PowerPoint presentations, and it will also view and edit PDF files. And this is what I've found it to be the most useful for, is viewing and presenting PDF files. I have a great deal of technical information that I deal with on a daily basis, and I have a lot of programs that I don't deal with every day, so I don't have all of the ins and outs of them memorized. And I have saved a lot of information in these folders about how to interact with these various programs, how to troubleshoot them, common problems that come up, instructions, and things like that. And since I always have the iPad with me on a daily basis, I find it extremely useful for getting this technical data and technical information and being able to reference it at any time. This here is your WebDAV, or your Goodreader home screen. When you open it the first time, this is what you'll come into. And you can see a few things. I've got two folders that I have synchronized, and you can see the sync buttons are right here. This is the thing that makes Goodreader so great. You can put a whole bunch of documents in your folder out on WebDAV, and with one touch you can synchronize them all at one time to your iPad, and now they're stored locally, so you can use them with or without Wi-Fi or 3G being on, enabled, or available. Here we can find files. It works just like the search in your email. So let's say we want to look for something, we just start typing what it is, and it will bring up all of the files that are on your iPad and saved that match the criteria. And I want to bring this up as well. Anytime you touch in an area where you need to type, it'll bring up the keyboard. This little button here will always hide it, even if the area is still there. Manage files here enables you to do organization and file management. In order to move around in your directories, you hit done. And then let's say I wanted to take the date out of this file here. I can touch manage files again. I can select it, deselect that one, hit rename, and then remove the date. Hit OK, and you can see it's gone. Hit done. Now, what I've got is I've changed it here locally on the iPad. If I want to also make that change out on WebDAV, all I have to do is hit the sync button for the associated folder, and it's going to copy that file back out. I'm on 3G right now, so it's going to be a little slow, but it's going to go ahead and copy that file back out to WebDAV, and then if I look at it on my computer, it's going to be the modified version. Now there's another point I'd like to make here. Because it's so easy to sync documentation from WebDAV to your iPad, please be careful if you're transferring a great deal of data, like you just dumped a whole bunch of new documents into your WebDAV folder. Don't go into don't go in here and hit sync when you're on 3G. Make sure that you're on Wi-Fi to sync a great amount of data, because it's an easy way to go over the limit on your data plan very quickly if you're syncing a huge amount of data. There's another point I'd like to make here. This is a program that can edit PDF files. Now, I found that to be a little clunky, but you may want to use it. There's always this little question mark down here at the bottom, and this is the help documentation. Goodreader has done a very excellent job in writing help and how-tos, and we didn't feel we needed to reinvent the wheel, so detailed information on how to use some of the more intricate features is here and always available for you. That help documentation is also available here at the top of the screen when you're within a document. And there's one last point I'd like to make. This here is the document reading screen. To bring up the menus, you can always touch in the center. Thank you for watching the Zodiac Introduction to WebDAV. Enjoy.